Hello, my name is Kevin D'Onofrio with the National Weather Service in Chicago. It's 2:40 p.m. on Monday, January 5th, 2015. Thank you for joining me for this multimedia briefing. I want to take the next couple minutes to bring you up to date on the latest forecast information concerning tonight's snowfall, in addition to the dangerous cold conditions expected for the middle of this week. A summary of the impacts from snowfall tonight. We're expecting moderate to heavy snowfall across much of the area, across much of northern Illinois and northwest Indiana. We're expecting light snow to begin around 5 to 8 p.m., earliest towards Rockford and southwest towards Pontiac, beginning a little later towards Chicago. Most of the snow should generally fall after the evening rush in Chicago. We're expecting dangerous travel, especially later this evening into the early morning hours. Where we're expecting rapid snowfall accumulation rates of 1 inch to 1.5 inches an hour at times is generally from I-80 southward, generally along the line from Pontiac to Fowler. It's kind of our prime target area. Again, peak snowfall is expected between 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. We're looking at a 3 to 4 hour period of moderate snow towards Chicago, 4 to 5 hours further south, and then generally lighter snow up to maybe 1 inch overnight before snowfall ends by daybreak tomorrow. And the heavier snowfalls, expect visibilities of 1/4 mile or less, especially in that further south area where it'll be difficult for plows to keep up. After the snowfall tonight into early tomorrow, winds are going to begin to pick up, especially tomorrow afternoon into Wednesday morning, where this light and fluffy snow will tend to blow and drift around across the area, possibly reducing visibilities to a mile or less at times. This could create dangerous travel conditions, not only to the blowing snow, but because of these reduced visibilities. And then, beginning especially Tuesday night and Thursday morning, very, very cold air and strong winds will remain in place across northern Illinois and northwest Indiana, where wind chills are expected anywhere from -20 to -35 during this entire period, where frostbite and hypothermia are considerable concerns. Again, high temps will only reach near zero on Wednesday, with lows on Wednesday night falling well below zero area-wide. Here is our current winter weather headlines that are in effect. If you can see the areas in purple, that's a winter weather advisory beginning at 6 p.m. This evening and running till 6 a.m. tomorrow. The areas in the pinker colors are areas where there's a winter storm warning, where kind of the heavier snowfall axis is expected. In these areas, we're generally expecting 1 inch to 1.5 inches per hour. In the pink areas, where the purple areas, we could see anywhere from 1/2 to 1 inch per hour during these time frames. Snowfall totals look to be the lightest, closer to the Wisconsin border, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches in those areas, to as many as 5 to 7 inches further south towards Pontiac, Peoria, and Bloomington, and locally higher amounts as you head west towards Galesburg and the Quad Cities. Generally, across the Chicago metro area, we're looking at 2 to 4 north and 3 to 5 in the area south. As I mentioned, we're expecting some bitterly cold wind chills beginning Tuesday night and continuing into Thursday morning. This map is an image of expected wind chills Thursday morning at 6 a.m., anywhere from -25 to -35 area wide. And even during the day on Wednesday, we're expecting wind chills to top off anywhere from -20 to -25. At wind chills around -20, frostbite is possible in about 30 minutes, whereas you get to those colder numbers around -35 and -40, frostbite is possible in as quick as 10 minutes. Here's some extreme cold safety tips out there for you, as we're expecting some of the coldest air we've had across the area for this winter season. We had a pretty mild December, so we want to make sure that you're prepared for the situation. So again, keep dry, wear several layers, and watch for signs of frostbite and hypothermia. And then some items to keep in your car are listed on the bottom of this slide, in case you have car issues, your battery doesn't start. And there's some information there for links for where you can get more information on cold and winter weather preparedness. So to summarize, we're expecting a period of moderate to heavy snowfall this evening across the area, where the snow is going to begin around 5 p.m. Towards Rockford and south towards Pontiac, closer to maybe 7, 8 p.m. as you get northeast towards Chicago and towards the Wisconsin border. Where dangerous travel is going to be expected. Again, it's going to start off as a period of light snow, but then we're expecting a 3 to 4 hour period of moderate snow across Chicago area and a 4 to 5 hour period further south. Again, where these peak snowfalls will be expected kind of between the 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. time frame, where inch to an inch and a half an hour is possible. Further south, a half inch to an inch further north, where visibilities will be reduced significantly, and it will be difficult for plows to keep up for this rapid snowfall rates. Following this, Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday, we're expecting considerable blowing and drifting of snow, reducing visibilities and possibly creating near blizzard conditions for exposed areas for brief periods of time. And dangerous wind chills, minus 20 to minus 35, beginning Tuesday night and continuing through Thursday morning, where frostbite and hypothermia can set in fairly quickly during these periods. Again, it's 2:45 now on Monday, January 5th. Thank you for joining me for this multimedia briefing. As forecast information could change at a later time, be sure to check back our website, weather.gov/Chicago, for the latest forecast information. Stay tuned to Weather Radio and local media as any changes to the current watches and warnings and advisories